How do you drink your coffee? Medium? Dark? Light? Or decaf? However you drink your coffee, head over to grimandgardencoffee.com right now to get you a bag. Our prices have never been lower. The official coffee of the Third Wheel Podcast. Okay. All right.
I know, you can't wait to tell me.
All right, well, we're back. Third Wheel Podcast, guys. I don't have to clap because there's no camera this time. It's just me. We have a very predictable episode to talk about. Apparently someone just knew. what this is why we started the show.
You're quibbling. You're like, I can't wait. I can't wait to say.
I can wait because I didn't want to bring the news as I said last time. I am a Supergirl fan. I don't know much about Supergirl, but I was so down for this movie to be good. But apparently it's not even good is the problem. I don't know. I didn't predict that. I thought it was going to be decent and just not get box office, and I was gonna go see it with the intent of I'm gonna enjoy it, but no one else is gonna watch it. Now I think I don't want to watch it at all.
I thought to say what's funny and ironic because my last episode I was speaking the opposite. I might not see it either. On my way home, I was thinking the same thing, because I watched a couple non-spoiler reviews, and I'm just like, not that should dictate, but I'm like, okay, if the common consensus is probably not worth the money.
Yeah.
It doesn't even sound like it's fun bad. It's just kind of boring.
Boring. That's like the worst crime you can commit as a freaking movie, you know? And I'm disappointed because I love James Gunn. And okay, do you like James Gunn a lot? Not a lot. Mid? What do you think?
I like peak James Gunn, like the Suicide Squad.
Yeah.
But this wasn't even his project, right?
Right.
Not entirely.
No, but here's the thing. He said the script for Supergirl was so good that the movie just had to be made. It had to be done.
Yeah, he also said Superman's an immigrant.
Yeah, I know, but it didn't show in the Superman movie. Is he didn't do the immigrant stuff, which I was shocked. I was so shocked he put a zipper on his mouth for that. And I'm putting aside all the actress's side drama, which as far as I knew, she didn't drum up a lot of controversy. Yes, there were headlines, but nobody even called for a boycott. I was surprised about that. No, there were no groups trying to boycott the film. But that's the thing. That's a test. This is my opinion. I said this last time. That is a testament to how little interest there was for this. There was so little interest that when the lead actress said, I'm glad Christian men aren't going to watch this, nobody said anything because no one cared so much that they couldn't even get the angry men together to boycott it. That's how little interest is garnered. So, setting aside all the drama, because, Mark Ruffalo's an idiot. Mark Hamill. They say stuff about Trump. They make everything political, and people are still going to watch Spider-Man. Yeah. People still watch the original Star Wars, and they still like the episode of Mando where Luke Skywalker shows up. So, I don't think actors going around saying stuff hurts the movie as much as people think it does. It definitely doesn't help, but I don't think it's the big turnoff that, I don't know, you watch probably Critical Drinker or Angry Joe said tariffs ruined Superman's box office, which I think is really stupid. The government, to me, in politics don't play as much of a role in whether someone's going to see a movie or not, is what I'm trying to say. Personally, that's just my opinion. I think if people want to see a movie, they're going to watch it. I think Robert Downey Jr. tomorrow could say, I wish I could go back in time and strangle our president as a child. I think he could literally say that tomorrow. I do not think it would hinder Doomsday's box office at all. Success or not. I think it would still make money or not make money the same. So anyway, Supergirl. Setting aside anything the actress has said, James Gunn said that this was a great script. The movie had to be made. He picked the director. He approved the script. He approved the movie. Okay, and he's the head honcho. He said Supergirl is going to be the very next movie following Superman.
Yeah.
He didn't even wait till Phase 5 when he was smelling his own farts to let the Marvels come out. Second movie said, "No, this is it. This is what we're doing. Like this is the next film in my lineup." And I just don't know. I don't know what he was thinking. I don't. Yeah. I don't know where he was like, this is going to make money. Nobody. Me and Maddie talked about this. You take a character that's iconic, and then you do the girl version of it, and you just expect everyone to show up for it. And it has proven time and time again that it doesn't work. It doesn't. It's a turn off. And, like I said, I was going to give the movie a chance. It has nothing to do with like, oh, it's a girl in a costume. I don't care about that. If it's a good story, I'm going to watch it. So I don't know. I saw Masters of the Universe, like nobody watched that. I did because it was good. I heard it was really good, and it was, I don't know, man. I'm really disappointed in James Gunn. Like he's a great creator. He makes good. He did Creature Commando, and that was amazing animated series that he wrote and directed a lot of. The Peacemaker series was really good. He directed a lot of episodes and wrote every episode. And the Suicide Squad, like you said, peak pretty much. Yeah. I was thinking about the opening scene when Mongal gets destroyed by the helicopter.
Right.
James Gunn knew that the first movie nobody liked. So he immediately, like, first scene, killed off most of the characters from the first movie as a joke. Like, brilliant. So my question to you, I guess, is do you think he's just like, what is he a bad manager? Like, what caused this misstep? Like, what do you think happened there?
I think it's impossible to tell. I don't know. I think we're looking at the wrong angle. I think we really have to harp on the idea that he didn't probably have that much to do with this film because he's too busy working on the other stuff. He might have come in every once in a while and been like, oh, this looks great or this looks awesome. And then, from what I hear, there's a lot of scenes that are very James Gunn-esque. Right. Either he co-directed that or the director's trying to get his attention or something. Yeah. I don't know. But I feel like he probably didn't. Oh man, I don't want to sound like a fanboy too much, but he probably pulled a Lucas or George Lucas or like a Filoni or something, just like probably got a little too comfortable calling shots on set when he didn't have a place. But who knows? Like maybe the director was like, I'll come, completely welcoming, or ask James Gunn for help. Who knows? Like what happened? But
yeah.
I don't know. It feels wrong to say this is a James Gunn project. It's a fruit of his labors.
Yeah.
But I don't know if it's fair to compare from all of his works to this film.
Yeah.
I do blame him for it being bad. Again, I need to see it myself.
If he's Kevin Feige.
I wouldn't say it's like on the same tier as his other like works because he didn't actually make it.
No, and I agree with that. I'm more so I'm not giving him as much crap for the movie's quality. I think all around, the idea of the movie existing is what I'm blaming him for. Because
that's probably fair.
Yeah, I don't know why he thought Supergirl was the next film. And yes, so a big criticism I heard is that this movie is trying to be a James Gunn film. And I think you even kind of mentioned it without even having seen it. Was like you said the director potentially was trying to get his attention or something. That kind of lines up with some of the buzz that I'm hearing where it's trying to be a James Gunn film, but it's not because you try to be James Gunn. One, you lose your own voice, and two, you just can't do it. Like he just has a way with colors. He has a way with music. He has a way with characters that nobody can do. It
actually brings up something I'm a little afraid of with this Gunverse. Any film that has anything to do with space, it's always going to feel like Guardians of the Galaxy or like Thor or something like that.
Yeah.
So I'm actually excited. I want to see him tackle someone that can't go into space. So that's why another complaint I heard is that this film feels very. I feel like we're going to hear that a lot.
Yeah.
This film feels like Guardians. This film feels like whatever, some Marvel film. And I'm pretty sure people are tired of that. So I like to see someone who can't go into space. A film about
Sure.
them,
Yeah.
but I guess we'll see.
I mean,
Because Superman is just gonna go bigger. That
that's why Suicide Squad I thought was pretty good. I mean, not I didn't
mm,
necessarily think, oh, it's because they can't go to space, but
yeah.
I mean that's an interesting point. And then there's Peacemaker, like that's the opposite of space. They literally fit in
Mm,
a giant gorilla. That was a fun fight. Um, that's an interesting point because Lanterns is coming out, even though it's again these aren't
mm-hmm.
James Gunn movies or shows coming out. These are going to be people he's picked, scripts he's approved, directors he's chosen. Like these are all, even though yes, they are not his movies, they are definitely like. Again, I still have to say they're his fault, whether he directed them or not.
Mm,
He's the one that approved the script. He's the one that approved hiring an amateur director like the one for Supergirl. Because I believe if you look up her filmography, I think it was a her, but whoever the director was, like it was they're very inexperienced.
yeah.
Which again, when he was picked for Guardians, he wasn't inexperienced, but he definitely wasn't a household
Mm,
name like he is now. So I
yeah.
could see him from that perspective, wanting to give people a chance, that like the way he was given a chance, which I
Mm,
respect. You want to pay it back, because he was given a big opportunity, and it made him famous. But I know you said you're excited for future James Gunn stuff, but dude, like this could really hurt him. I think it is
mm.
going to really hurt him because I feel like he was.
I unless but no one saw it, so maybe not as much. But here, well, the problem was Superman was barely a success
Yeah,
as it is.
right. That's true.
So I generally think this film won't hurt the momentum that much because no one saw it. Luckily, um, but yeah, what is the next? Does anyone know the next movie project?
It's Superman again, I believe. Man of Tomorrow. I think that comes out next year. Let me see.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but here's the thing though. Nobody saw it. I'm not the money.
Mm.
Like it's gonna lose. It's gonna lose at least $100 million minimum.
Oh,
So
yeah.
even though, yeah, nobody saw it, this might not hurt his reputation. One, that's not true because his name's all over the stupid thing, and
Mm.
then two, he technically right now with this decision, like this is what I'm saying. I don't know why he thought this was a good idea. He approved
Mm.
this movie that's about to lose minimum $100 million. Warner Brothers is not going to be happy with him on this one for
Mm.
approving essentially It made less than the Marvels, by the way. At least opening weekend. Who knows? Next weekend, through word of mouth, maybe it'll make another $500 million. I don't know, right?
Yeah.
But as of right now, it is set to be lower opening. Get this, lower opening than Morbius. It's getting that's bad, bro. Like that's next level bad, and that I mean less than Morbius, and Morbius opened in theaters twice. You know, um. So and again, I really have to hammer I don't know what he was thinking on this. This makes no sense.
Mm.
Historically, you put out the a girl centric film. Again, I am not talking about like is it good? Do women deserve to be in costumes? Setting all that aside, historically, this is just fact. Historically, female led superhero films do not make money. Hands down, no question about it. There have been very few exceptions, very few. But you look at the big examples: Daredevil, that did okay. What do we do? Elektra, bad. The first Supergirl, they had the Christopher Reeve Superman films, made a lot of money, even the third one. And then they're like, okay, Supergirl, same universe, but Supergirl failure. The only exceptions would be Wonder Woman, which only the first one made money. And then Captain Marvel, the first one again made money, second one did not. Same with Wonder Woman, the second movie did not make money. There's just not an audience. Personally, I really do believe this. There's just not an audience or a hunger for female-led superhero films. I just don't
Mm.
think there's an appetite there. It just doesn't exist. And setting aside whether or not a woman is up to the task, like people do not care, and like I don't know why people don't see the writing on the wall, but it's there. And Captain Marvel made money because it was the hype the height of the popularity of the MCU, and it was sandwiched between two big Avengers films. Like, there's just no way it wasn't going to make money. But those are only under very, very specific circumstances that the female-led spin-off film actually made money. And so, yeah, it's really just calling into question, one, James Gunn's ability to delegate movies to other people, like his choice of like, okay, this character gets a movie. I really am questioning like his ability to lead DC at this point with this big of a misstep. And again, from a managerial perspective, not from a creative perspective, because when he's making the movie, when he's writing the script, it's fantastic. But when he's like, okay, I'm picking these people to make these movies, for some reason he's like, yes, Supergirl gets a movie, and I'm picking somebody who's never done a movie before to make it. Warner Brothers won't be happy with this. And it's going to hurt the MCU. Like, I still think Man of Tomorrow is already getting made, and it's just going to happen unless somehow someone at Warner Brothers, he somehow gets fired and they just do this movie as a tax write-off.
There's no way they would fire him over this. Ain't no way. They've put way too much stake in this Gunverse. They've put way too much marketing. They poured... Again, he didn't make the film. Yeah. So, like... It might be a little bit of a setback, but again, these companies have billions of dollars apparently that they could just shell out for these movies. One bad movie that he didn't even make isn't going to set the entire full Gunverse back. I just don't believe that.
Okay, I don't think they'll scrap Man of Tomorrow, but I think a big misstep your second movie, like, and you lost a lot of money. Like, I don't know, that's a big one. I think. If Man of Tomorrow just breaks even, he probably might not have a job, like you said.
Yeah, if Man of Tomorrow fails, I completely agree with you. I just don't think this is the film that's going to do it.
Yeah, I don't think he's fired, but because Man of Tomorrow is already coming out, unless they do the tax write-off thing, which could happen. It's happened before, but I think they'll give him another chance. But if people don't show up to this, he's done. Like, there's just no way. I think at best he's on thin ice. I think people are watching to be like, okay, eyebrows are raised.
He probably got a stern talking to.
Yeah.
And like,
absolutely.
I just, like with Doomsday coming out, that could potentially revitalize the Marvel universe.
Sure.
Warner Brothers can't afford another DC reboot. So they have to stick with their, pun intended, guns.
Yeah. You are 1,000% correct about that. This would be the fourth reboot at this point.
Yeah,
because like one of our very first episodes was like, okay, here's the DCU, here's where they started with, and then the 3 reboots since then, and then James Gunn being okay. I think when we started the show, James Gunn had just been put in charge, and so like, okay, we're on our 3rd reboot of the universe. I can't wait to see what he's doing. And here we are. Here's what he's done. He's done one decent movie that I liked a lot. I'm up in the air about whether or not it's like a 9 out of 10. Superman, the first one. There were some things I like about it, and I see other people's criticism. It was very divisive, I'd say, with people liking it or hating it for some reason. It almost became like a political talking point. You either loved it or you hated it. I think that's bad for any film. I think any film that can't unite a majority, I think is probably a very flawed film. I don't know if you agree with that or not, but like Last Jedi, for instance, I think it being at the time, now everyone hates it, but back then it was very split. I thought there were people that defended it and there were people that hated it. And I thought any movie that splits you right down the middle probably should have been a better movie. I think it should have been, I think it should have aimed to unite people as opposed to split the fan base right down the middle. So with Superman, I kind of feel the same way. Like, I wish more people liked it than didn't like it.
Sure.
So Man of Tomorrow, I'm looking up the little synopsis. So Brainiac is going to fight Superman and Lex Luthor. They have to team up, which I'm so excited about, by the way. I don't know if you saw the Lex Luthor stills where he's in the green armor. It looks straight out of Injustice. If you played that, it looks
Yeah.
just like that. So I'm excited. And here's something that I hope just gets continued was Nicholas Hoult, who played Lex Luthor. I want him to keep playing Lex Luthor. He was so
Oh
good in
yeah.
that. Um, God, I don't think we got enough Lex Luthor scenes. So
Mm.
I loved it. I thought he was the best part. Like, which is weird because it was supposed to be a Superman film, but he knocked it out of the park. Uh, do you watch a lot of Nicholas Hoult films? The guy that plays Luthor.
We talked about this. I think I saw more than I realized. Maybe. Um, I can't think of anything like. Let me look at it.
Well,
Yeah, I'm not. I haven't seen many of his films. I saw Jack the Giant Slayer. I think that's what I said last time. Obviously, I watched X-Men First Class.
I forgot he was in that.
Yeah.
Well, you've seen the
Uh,
Menu.
nah, not really.
You saw the Menu.
The Menu.
Yeah,
He was in that. Oh, he was the boyfriend.
yeah. I was worried he got a little typecasted. He wasn't bad, but I was worried he just played a twerp.
The twerpy white guy. He's
Yeah,
like, yeah, bad minute.
exactly. I will say with Lex Luthor, that gave me another like level of respect for him. So that was pretty exciting to he like broke
Well,
out
it's an
of
interesting version of Lex, and it's not like cringy.
yeah,
Because
oh
like
yeah.
it's not what everyone was expecting, which is
Mhm.
what I want. It's like how Superman I don't think was what everyone was expecting. But it wasn't cringy. Like it's kind of hard to balance that out. I think Batman v Superman, that was a
Yeah,
not what everyone was expecting, but also incredibly cringy
right.
pick for Lex Luthor.
Yeah. Um, I was literally going to bring that up. Was like that was the worst Superman I've ever seen in my entire life.
Yeah.
Um, I'm not Superman. Well, it was the worst
Careful,
Superman ever.
careful, careful.
But
You got
yeah,
those Cavill fanboys.
I love Henry Cavill. I've
Uh-huh.
never gone against him. Like,
You legally have to like everything he's been in, dude. He's been the best thing in all those DC films, dude. You have to admit that.
yeah, but the absolute worst, and I think everyone agreed, was Jesse Eisenberg as Lex Luthor, which I called, by the way. I was the only
Yeah.
one who was like, I don't think we should give him a chance. I was not for that. I never was for that. Do you remember when they announced the cast of Batman v Superman? Do you remember? Did you read any articles or did you keep up with it?
That was so long ago. I
Yeah,
just
for
remember
sure.
watching the trailer a billion times.
Oh, is that the one where Doomsday came out, or a different trailer?
Whatever it was, just the first one, because I was like, oh my god, this is gonna be the coolest thing ever.
Yeah, I never thought that, and I was one of the not few. It was actually pretty vocal. So when they started announcing cast, boy, I was getting angry when they cast Jesse Eisenberg as Lex Luthor. There was only 1% of me that was like, let's give him a chance. 99% of me thought it was a terrible choice, thought it was a terrible idea. And I was so happy. One, I was happy that the movie was bad because I told everyone it was going to suck and nobody listened. But I was so happy when everyone unanimously agreed he was a bad choice for Lex Luthor. The only one I was wrong about was Ben Affleck. I didn't know much about Ben Affleck back then. I saw Angry Joe's rant. But as they were announcing the cast, I was getting just more and more pissed off. I was like, at the time, Ezra Miller, I was like, who is this person? Like, I don't know who that is for the Flash. Like, who? So I wasn't having it. It was just rubbing me the wrong way every production step of the way. Anytime he announced something, showed off artwork, I was like, I hate this. I hate everything
Yeah.
about this. And I was not disappointed in how angry I was. So it took 10 years for people to come around. Like, yeah, there's still a sect of people that still defend the Snyderverse, but it's very low. It's very low compared to what it was when that movie came out. I mean, I won't say it was a down the middle divisive. I think most people agreed that it had a lot of problems. Even people that liked it couldn't defend the double Martha twist at the end. Like, a lot of people like couldn't defend it, and they still loved the action in it, but that was the only good thing they could say about it. Nobody could defend the script. Nobody could defend the characters. And I appreciated that. But I think it's safe to say that by now most people agree that like it was a very big misstep.
Yeah.
A lot of people lost a lot of jobs. But I don't know. Um,
Oh my God, that was a fantastic movie. Fantastic Four movie this year.
that was
I
last
just
year.
rem
That
Oh,
was
was it?
that was November.
Dang,
Yeah, it was November. I
that's
mean,
how much I forgot it.
it's been a year. Dude, I like that movie a lot. I can understand not loving it, but I liked it a lot actually. I've been wanting to watch it again. I only just now got access to Disney Plus, but I really enjoyed that movie. I don't think it was a for you it was probably boring, right? Or do you think it was bad? Like just flat bad?
I just don't remember it.
Yeah, so for it just didn't leave an impression on you. I will say it played it very safe. Like they cut out a
Mm,
bunch of characters because they just were so scared about people losing interest. And the movie ended up flopping, or yeah, I don't know if you'd call it a flop, but it was a big financial disappointment. Um, but I attribute that to superhero fatigue, which Disney's just flat out denying exists, but it definitely does at this
yeah,
point. But I hope it. I enjoyed it a lot. I thought it was a very, very competent film. I feel like I'd like it more if I watched it again, but I don't know. I'm excited to see where the characters go because they are coming back. Unlike the Marvels, we're not getting another Marvels film, but
yeah.
um,
Does that put a halt on the X-Men entering the MCU?
I don't know how we're gonna do that, but I would assume
Yeah,
so.
yeah.
Because I read a report that X-Men 96, I think is that the new series X-Men 90 something
90. I thought it was 99. Maybe it's
99. Okay,
96.
thanks. 99. I was reading that Kevin Feige's upset because people loved it, and people are comparing the X-Men in that to the X-Men in his films, and he's upset that everyone loved the cartoon and hates how he's handled the X-Men. But
Unfortunate.
I'm inclined to agree because you know Disney bought Fox dang near, and I really mean this. I mean this 100% dead serious. Almost 10 years ago, and we still have not gotten a good mutants introduction at all.
Yeah.
Like they've barely been mentioned. The only thing we've
Oh yeah.
gotten is Deadpool. That's it, and that was
And
aping
then like
off
that
of
end credit scene in the Marvels, but yeah.
right. But again, they just have. I mean, I don't know if you'd call that an introduction or not, bro, because they still have nothing to do with the main canon, which that's a whole nother can of worms. We've established, so we don't even know what the canon is. We don't know who the Avengers are, right? But
Yeah.
I mean, it's been 10 years almost, and they've still barely mentioned mutants. Barely. I would have thought 5 years in we'd have had an X-Men film by now. But now we're relying solely on okay, it has to be nostalgia. It has to be we have to rely on the Fox first to cross over with our characters,
Yeah.
and that's a shame. That's a shame that by now they haven't cast Wolverine besides just bringing back Hugh Jackman. That's a darn shame because this was their chance to. We could have had a whole new Magneto. We could have had a whole new X-Men universe that we would have actually really liked.
Yeah.
Um, do you think they could have kept their hands off the Phoenix Saga a third time?
Hell no, dude. That's like saying keep Venom away from Spider-Man.
They've done that though for a decent amount of time.
They couldn't. They had no choice.
So you're saying if they worked it out with Sony, they'd have done Venom by now?
100%. It's like also keep Joker out of the Batman movies.
Hey, they're doing
It
it
can't
though.
be done.
Okay. You say keep Joker.
Don't say they didn't do it because he was in the Batman.
But like he's not the main villain in the second one.
Doesn't effing matter. He's in it.
But
They can't help it.
A cameo doesn't.
We've seen a billion of his Why do you think they had a Oh my God, the Joker's coming back. Well, I can't wait to see this interpretation the 40th time. 100%. That's why they did it. That's why they always do it, and it pisses me off.
But like,
because I'm like, there's a billion different Batman villains you could use, but no, we got to use the Clown Prince because that's the one everyone likes to dress up as.
Yes, I know, but here's the thing. Here's the thing, though. People love it, and it's not because that's all they can do. It's because people love the Joker. I don't know why. I'm with you. Like, I mean, I like him, but he's not like, oh my God. Like, okay, we got to have a Joker solo film and then make the second one a musical.
You always want to keep getting the same, the patty melt at Whataburger. It's an amazing meal. It's fantastic. It's beautiful, and they keep it around for a reason. I love it, but man, every once in a while, what if I want a little chicken dinner sandwich? what if I want the hot and spicy or the spicy and sweet burger? What if I want a milkshake? Something that's a little bit different, a little bit deeper,
Okay, look,
something that has a little bit more of an avenue.
bro. The first one did the Riddler though. Like, what do you want from them?
The first, but they couldn't even close the freaking film without
Oh,
having the cameo of Joker. Unbelievable.
what's wrong with the cameo?
I
I
would have
think you're holding out.
shut up.
I think you have a.
What's wrong with the cameo? You know exactly what's wrong with the cameo. Building up stuff that they can't fulfill.
I
That's
think
what it
you have
is.
JDS, which is Joker uh, derangement syndrome. Dang, I messed up every word of that.
I'm sorry.
Joker
I hate it. And
derangement
when
syndrome.
James Gunn gets around to doing Batman, that's going to be the first or second villain because they
Yeah.
in the Batman they tried to be smart about it. They tried to hide him. They weren't going to do it. Oh wow, they're using the Riddler. Holy crap, that's pretty cool. Finally, right? No. And I don't care if he's not going to be the main villain in the second one. He's gonna play a major part, dude. It's going to be like it's going to be a decent chunk, maybe half the film.
I think
I'm
he's going to
betting.
be another cameo at the end. I think whoever I think
Or unless
Two-Face.
he's like Thanos of the Batman universe.
No, but I think he's going to be like Two-Face, where so Two-Face, I believe, is the main villain. I think Two-Face is going to get locked up. He's going to get put next to Riddler, and then Two-Face kind of peeks out and you hear,
So they do the exact same.
yeah. Oh,
That's
yeah.
smart. Yeah, do the exact same thing they did the
Oh,
last film.
that's literally what they're going to do. But here's the thing. It makes money. The Joker is popular, so like they have to do it. Like when you announce a new Batman cast,
Oh, I so disagree with
the
that.
very next question is going to be, well, who's going to play the Joker? Who's going to
I
have
so I so disagree with that
why?
because
Because
the
it's true.
Batman made tons of money without him,
Yeah,
and it would have been. It's almost like,
but people were still wondering. People wanted to know who's going to be the cast as the Joker. What's the
but
Joker's
you didn't
design?
need it. But you did not need that. I'm telling you, that movie. It was like a 5 or 10 second scene.
Yeah.
That movie was perfectly fine without him.
Mhm.
And most people, I would say, agree with this, that they didn't need the Joker cameo because of this reason, because of how successful it was, because of how good it was. Like, I think that's the last thing that people remember, honestly, about the film,
I
other than
agree.
me, because I'm just like,
Yeah, because I
it's
brought
because
it
it's
up.
being it's a tool, right? He's
Yeah.
being used as a tool. I hate it.
Yeah, I just would say that all I got to say to that is like, w- does Batman need the Joker? No, despite what the Dark Knight movies told you, where like we need each other, like, or comics lean into that. Like Batman wouldn't make it without the Joker, and then the Joker, if Batman died, the Joker would just sit in a retirement home and go crazy, right? Or he'd sit in an asylum and not speak. That's
Yeah.
canon. I agree with you. It doesn't need to rely on it. I'm just saying though, like the Joker makes money. The Joker makes money for your film, and I
I
still
just think that's a bad excuse. I don't because it
money.
makes money. That's just like that's
Money
where
is
the
a
death
bad
of
excuse.
creativity comes from.
Look, man. I'm willing to meet you where I think the Batman with Robert Pattinson. I think it does hold up without the Joker. Like, yeah, he didn't need to be in the movie, and it's a great film. But like, I mean, the very next question on everyone's mind is, okay, Robert Pattinson, good Batman. Now, who's going to rival him? Who's going to have another thing you have to understand with these castings of the Joker is like, okay, the chemistry between Batman and Joker, like that's important with two actors. In Dark Knight, Christian Bale playing off of Heath Ledger, like that's something people took note of. And it was so good that now anytime Joker's cast, people want to know like what's the banter going to be like? What's the body language going to be like? How are they going to act and play off each other? The iconic, and I'll just say it, like, I mean, they're more iconic as hero and villain than Superman and Lex Luthor. Personally, um, I think they'd be the first to come to my mind when I think like arch nemesis, like Batman and Joker. Like that'd probably be my first or second example of like, oh, here's what comes to mind, right? So when you cast the Joker, there's a lot of excitement because people want to see like what's the Joker gonna do, what's his plan, and how is he gonna mess with Batman. Literally, they think, how's he gonna mess with Batman? You know what I mean? And that's fun to speculate about, and studios know that. Is there an over reliance on the Joker? Probably. Like I haven't seen all the animated films, but I imagine like it probably does they're they probably did shove a bunch of really good stories to the side in favor of like, oh, we have to have the Joker in it. Do
You know what did
I?
make money? Joker 2.
Yeah, I know. But you know why Batman wasn't in it? But
Oh, they're synonymous.
you know what though? When the Joker movie came out, the next question on everyone's minds were, is there going to be a second one and who's going to play Batman? Because people wanted to know, okay, we love this Joker. Now who's going to be the actor they cast to play off of him? What kind of Joker? How is this Joker gonna mess with Batman? Is what people were speculating about, including myself. I was like, this Joker stood up so well on his own that I was like, okay, now I want to see what kind of Batman this Joker creates. Because in the original canon, Batman is the one. His existence is what stirs up all the villains. Him
But
existing. What?
I had the same problem with that film. Was that now the Bruce Wayne? I didn't even need the Bruce Wayne cameo in Joker 1, but they did it. Now they weaved it into the story,
Yeah.
so like it actually did mean something, like Thomas Wayne.
Sure.
And it was only like one scene.
Yeah.
I did need the whole Bruce's parents die scene, but like it at least was closure to an already established timeline, right?
Right.
But that film, correct me if I'm wrong, was kind of meant to be on its own.
Yeah.
I feel like most people understood that. I don't think anyone really knew there was going to be a sequel until it was announced,
Until
right?
it made $1 billion.
I don't think anyone was like, "Oh yeah, can't wait to see the sequel." I think everyone was like, "Yeah, that was a great standalone film." Like understood that. Like it was supposed to be a start and end, and that's it. And then because it made so much freaking money,
$1 billion.
Exactly my point. Oh, the Joker. Well, that's just going to make money no matter what. The character's amazing.
Yeah.
Like, so it's that riding that Joker train right into the ground. I'm like,
Yeah.
the Batman was I loved it so much because of how unique it was.
Right.
It was a nice breath of fresh air to everything else we've been seeing.
Yeah.
It definitely reminded me of like classic, not the goofy Batman comics, but like the OG, like the ones that are just super dark. Just like the ones that are like gritty. And the story, took an interesting turn. I love utilizing the Riddler. Finally, a scary Riddler. Sorry, Jim Carrey. I just can't. I want to see what they do with like. If you're gonna redo a villain, do Scarecrow. Give him. I think we talked about this. How he can't really. How we think Scarecrow wouldn't really be able to hold up a film, but like something like that. Like, do something crazy.
Yeah.
Not Joker crazy. Batman crazy. So many stories to choose from. Do the Hugo Strange arc.
I know.
That'd be so cool.
Yeah, I agreed with your point on Arkham Knight when they brought back Joker. Although I still think they told a good story, but I was with you on how hard they leaned into him dying in the last game. It's like I could see why you're like, okay, here, we get to finally see. I don't know if you felt this back then, but you're like, I'm so excited to get a non-Joker centric story, and then his literal line.
Yeah.
His literal line.
And this was back when I was like a one-dimensional fan of Superman, where I would eat anything that they would throw at me. I was upset when I played Arkham Knight through that and the actual Arkham Knight reveal, but like I was genuinely kind of like, okay, because the Arkham City ending was so perfect.
It was. That's like peak. That follows the rule of the third entry in a trilogy just being a letdown.
Yeah, honestly.
Which is almost it's pretty much a trope. There have been a couple exceptions though now. But let me think. I had a thought to that. Was the reveal of the Arkham Knight disappointing to you? Like who it actually was?
If I didn't say this last time, 100%. It was probably the worst thing in the game.
Yeah.
Now, let me emphasize, I think it's a great game. Arkham Knight still is, but
it's probably better now, 10 years later, than it was back then. But it
was such a weak reveal.
Yeah.
Because, like I said before, Jason Todd had not been mentioned in the entire trilogy.
Yeah.
Like, not once.
Right.
And they didn't even do anything clever, like make Tim Drake Red Hood or something. No.
Yeah.
They brought up halfway through the game. It wasn't even at the beginning. Halfway through the game, Joker randomly brings up, that Jason Todd exists and that Batman left him in Arkham Asylum, supposedly. So while you're playing through the first game, Jason Todd's somewhere there. Ooh, how convenient. And wow, just wow. And then like, the Rocksteady would be like, "Oh, it's gonna be a new villain. Is it
Yeah.
Jason Todd? No, of course not. It's not Jason Todd. It's the Arkham Knight. It's a totally new original villain."
Yeah.
And it's like, what did you think people? Of course, people were going to think that immediately.
Right.
And they're upset, like, "Oh, we got found out immediately."
Yeah.
It's like,
yeah. And
stupid.
I don't know. The freaking Batmobile tank thing really pissed me off. Like, did you do the Deathstroke story?
Yeah, I did all of it.
Yeah,
I 100% did.
Me too. It was just a repeat of the Arkham Knight fight with the tanks. I expected a clever boss fight like we got with Mr. Freeze, you know?
Well, remember, I don't know if you ever played Batman. What was it? Arkham Origins?
I didn't play that one, but I watched it on YouTube.
There was a really cool Deathstroke fight, and that was probably the highlight. That's probably the moment I remember. The only moment I remember in the game.
Yeah.
Was the really cool Deathstroke fight because they built it up.
Yeah.
Like all over the marketing, all over the game. They're building up this big fight with Deathstroke. And it was awesome. It was pretty quick, but it was awesome.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, wow, this is an Arkham Knight. This is going to be the rematch of the century. No.
It's a cutscene.
A little mini game. Mario Party game.
I know. I was so sad where it was like a 5-second cutscene where Deathstroke hops out of his tank and then Batman just knocks him out. You don't press Y. There's no quick time event. He just does it. And I was like, aw.
Yep.
That was so disappointing. Because when
He's the greatest assassin in the world.
Yeah.
The greatest.
One punch.
Wow.
Yeah. Let me think. So Arkham Knight. There was I think the only standout part to me for Arkham Knight was Man Bat. That was like a nice surprise.
The jump scare.
Yeah,
that was good.
Well, the jump scare, but that was a nice surprise villain show up.
Yeah, because like you think he's too weird for this universe, but
no, there he is. He's like they do like a werewolf angle where Mr. Hyde type thing, which was great. I also like Professor Pig. I like the guy who sang operas who's throwing knives at you. I thought that was a very...
I like the Killer Croc DLC missions. He's my favorite villain.
Yeah.
So,
well, I was actually disappointed with Croc in the third one because
really?
I loved him in the first one and the second one. Because in the second one, he's the same design as the first game. He's gigantic.
He's just bigger.
yeah. And then they tease him in Arkham City because he's in it, but you don't fight him. He doesn't have a story mission. He's just like, if I see you, you're dead, or if I catch you, you're dead, which was awesome.
Yeah.
And then in the third one, I thought they were building up to something. Is what I'm trying to say. I thought they were building up to something in the third one, but then the third one DLC mission, he's just like, he's a different character design. So it already felt they changed it. He's not as big. He also has a tail now for some reason.
Well, they explained it. Basically, like
he got mutated.
He got experimented on. So like he just became. I don't know. I thought that was a really cool fight because I think the Killer Croc moment was like one of my favorite parts of the first game.
Yeah. Oh, first game, absolutely. I thought we were building up to something. Is what I'm trying to say, and then it just kind of got disregarded for this one. I thought it was like a buildup of like, oh, they're teasing something in the second game that just never got paid off.
Sure.
Another thing I was kind of confused by is the Quincy Sharp. You remember Warden Quincy Sharp in the first game? I never understood like collecting all those Arkham Asylum transcripts. Can you explain that one to me?
I had to play it a couple times to understand it. Even then, I think I had to look up a lore video. So Amadeus Arkham, the guy who founded Arkham Asylum.
Yeah.
He's the one who left all the notes. But the guy talking, the narrator, is actually Quincy Sharp.
Mm-hmm.
It's because Quincy Sharp, whether or not he was possessed or he just kind of went insane, he believed he was the reincarnation of Amadeus Arkham.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why there was something he did in the game that was like villainous. But yeah, it's just basically, I don't know, it's been a while. Essentially, he just had a double personality.
Yeah, I just kind of wish he had a payoff because they don't bring up the Amadeus Arkham stuff. Because if I'm correct, he was killing inmates.
Yes,
but
because like that's what Amadeus did apparently.
But they didn't bring it up in City. and then he's
He
not.
was
He's
he was in City for a brief
right,
moment.
but they don't bring up the murders.
Yeah.
Like the
Other than he lost his wardenship,
right
and
the
obviously Batman. I think there's a log where he like finds out everything about him.
yeah.
So Batman doesn't like Quincy in the Arkham.
Yeah, and then in Arkham Knight, he never got a comeuppance, and I read off screen he killed himself, and I was like, oh,
Um,
you're right. So I was like, oh, that was
how do you feel about the Azrael
that was also kind of
story?
disappointing because I
Yeah, because that dude, Arkham City, if you discover Azrael,
yeah
like, this was before, so many. I mean, like, it was around the time of YouTube, but like, this is a lot of stuff you had to find yourself.
yeah
You discover Azrael, and like, you may even beat the game and not even realize he was in the game, and then
hmm
you do his storyline. It's like, whoa, whatever the hell he's talking about, I cannot wait for.
I know
He just turns out to be another crazy guy.
I know, and that like there's a lot of really cool stuff that Batman talks about that's like just right off camera. He's like, hey,
Hmm.
you got a whole order of you guys, and they
Oh
brainwashed
yeah,
you, and I was like, oh, are we about to take the fight to them? Oh no,
yeah.
it's Nightfall Protocol. No, never mind. They're off in the
Oops.
They're off in the distance. The only thing I will say is like the ending once you do Nightfall Protocol. I think that was a
Mhm.
very good ending. I thought that was a solid ending.
And they put Calendar Man in it. That was so
I know.
cool.
Like if you go to his cell in the first game
Oh yeah,
on a certain day, like he escaped.
yeah.
Another thing I like about there was so much love in the first two, and I'm sure the third one had love. I just think
Mhm.
the ending to a trilogy, it's always got its problems.
Sure.
Um, but like the Clayface in the first game, where
Oh yeah,
he's a clue for the Riddler, right? He's a
yeah.
Riddler trophy essentially. But
Mhm.
like when you turn on how when you turn on the detective mode, you see everyone's skeleton, but then you turn
Yeah.
it on for Clayface, he's got no skeleton. I was like, that's so cool. And then
I'm
like,
pretty sure I played Arkham Asylum before I knew anything about Batman.
hmm
So like when I got to that, I was like, "Who the hell is this?" Because they don't actually like give him a profile. I don't think.
right,
Because you're right, he's just decoration. But again, like another one of those cool teases. And then the secret room to tease Arkham City. I'm like,
yeah,
damn, like
yeah.
this is so cool.
Yeah, because even Arkham City had a tease to Arkham Knight, where it's like
Yeah.
the password is City of Fear. And you're like, oh my God, what is this?
Go-
You go in there, there's a guy who's like scared out of his mind. He's so high on fear juice that he's like has
Yeah.
a spasm. So good. And
And then the Harley Quinn DLC was great too, because that teased the something's wrong with Batman.
mhm,
I was like, oh man, cannot wait to see what the hell is Joker essence, soul,
yeah,
whatever.
yeah, I know. Let's see, Azrael. That was a good one you brought up. I forgot about that. You can see him in the opening scene where Bruce Wayne's in jail or
Yep.
whatever, and he's like, you
Yeah,
look up, he's
he's
up there.
there.
There's so much
If you throw
detail.
if you throw a remote battering at him,
He
he'll
catches
catch
it,
it.
right? Yeah.
I'm just God,
You're
that's
like, oh my
oh,
God.
I want to play the trilogy now.
hmm I'd probably skip the third one, but the first two are so good.
I want to give the
Um,
third one a chance again because I had such a roller coaster of feelings with it. But
yeah,
first of all, it is such a beautiful game.
yeah, that's
It
true.
is gorgeous, even today.
Yeah, people
But
talk about sweat on like characters now in the current gen of consoles, but like
mm,
back then, like they got rain down, they got sweat, they got
it
like you could
it
see the
still
chafing.
might be one of the best looking games I've ever played.
Yeah,
Like
absolutely.
it's crazy.
Yeah. You're probably right. Like it's easy now to look back more fondly on a game 10 years after the fact, well 11 now.
Mhm.
But especially since technically the next Rockstar game after this was Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League. So when you compare it to that, you're like,
Yeah,
man, how far they have fallen. Like
we had it so good.
yeah, I'd even rather play Arkham Knight than even look at this
Yeah.
game. So I
Oh yeah.
totally get that. I probably would like it a lot more. I still think all the tank sections would annoy me. I still
Mm,
think I wouldn't ease up on that. If I were to
sure.
play Arkham City and then play Arkham Knight right after that, I could probably still be like, okay, yeah, this is still not as
Hmm.
good. Playing them back to back would probably be a disservice to it. So,
Yeah.
um, I started a Baldur's Gate 3. Have you beaten it, or you just get a
Oh
certain?
yeah. It took me a year to beat.
Really, Jesus.
Well, because it was so on and off. But
Yeah,
because like once you each part you beat, it's like, oh man, I need a break.
Yeah, no. So like I'm on the first act. You're on the island right after
Yeah,
the
yeah, yeah,
mind
yeah.
flayers let you go, and each time I do a quest, it takes so much out of me.
Oh yeah,
I'm at the
it's
spot now
huge.
where Aunt Ethel the witch, she kidnapped that girl and got her pregnant, I guess, and is
Yeah,
trying to
yeah,
cook
yeah.
her and eat her. Well, I snuck. I love sneaking in any
Mhm.
RPG game. That is my thing. I steal, I pickpocket, I pick locks. If I can't pick a lock now, I'm taking the whole chest with me, and I'll get it later. Um, so that's how I play my games. And I snuck into her behind her fireplace, and it's
Mhm.
a whole quest. I was like, I'm like, it's 10 p.m., bro. I can't do this anymore. Like it's time for bed. And
Yeah,
combat, I suck at it. I keep dying. I'll have to reload saves over and over because I die, or I didn't
yeah,
want to
yeah.
initiate combat, but I did. And I'm dude, a frog. I'm not joking. Yesterday, a frog 1v4'd me and almost won. I don't mean a giant frog person. I mean literally a frog.
It definitely I don't think I got good at the combat until, which is funny, it's just D&D, right? But
Yeah.
I don't think I got good at it until part 3. Then I
Mm,
just started just decimating everything.
yeah.
But I'll say it, when you get to part 3, if you get to part 3, it is so unbelievably overwhelming how big it is. So part 2, you get to that and it's like, okay, I pretty much know where to go. It's pretty linear. Um, but it's a long it feels really long. After part 2, you're like, wow, that was a game. Like, I'm done.
Yeah.
That was it had a big finale and everything. Part 3 is so effing huge. I'm like, I don't even know if it's a compl it's not quite a complaint, but I do feel like man, it's just so overwhelmingly huge.
Yeah.
But by the towards the end, I'm just like so unbelievably powerful. Like I'm just like no enemy can survive. But there are some really tough fights.
Man,
Really tough fights.
I'm struggling
And
now. I'm
you can't
struggling.
really farm in the game
Right. You just got to
because
do
like there's no
quests.
yeah they don't respawn or anything. So it's way more tactical than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
So I don't know what difficulty you chose, but it can be pretty frustrating. You have to really think outside the box with some fights. It's not just walk up, click, they die
Yeah.
all the time.
I have to cheat almost. Like I have
Well, it's like
to.
you have to like there's a lot of things you can take advantage in the game that you should probably look up. Like, did you know that if you throw you have drink potions and stuff?
Mhm.
If you throw a potion at the ground, it will heal not just you but anyone it touches.
I didn't know that. That's a
So,
cool.
or like chests, you can actually pick those up and just put in your inventory.
Yeah.
Like stuff like that. Um, it just and save scumming, honestly. Just
I know.
like
I have to. It's
quick
bad.
save, see if it works,
Yeah.
then try it from a few different angles. It's that's the thing. If you're thinking like, oh, I'm just going to go through it, breeze through it, it's
No.
not. You
No.
have to think really strategically and then try different things with each. It's like every battle is like a puzzle.
Yeah. No, the first time you encounter the dragon and then all the uptight people looking for the artifact that the
Oh,
Shadowheart's
dude, the
carrying.
Githyanki, it is so they're so OP
Yeah.
in part 1. I hate it.
Yeah. Well, okay, so you can talk them into leaving you alone, and I had to save scum the crap out of that one because I
Oh
was
yeah,
like, I'm not fighting
no
these
shame.
guys. I'm not fighting them. I can't do it. Because like before, the fight before that was a bunch of spiders. Because
Right.
I went down the well and I was in the spider world, and that took forever. That took me hours, and I had to, like you
Oh
said,
yeah.
different angles. Then I had to. What I ended up doing, because the spider queen kept opening up her eggs, I had to
Yep.
save. I had to go to an egg pile, pop every egg, hide
Mhm.
till she moved, go back out, go to the next egg pile, pop every egg, and then she turns around every couple eggs. So I got to keep doing that. And then I had to clear the area before I initiated combat of the hatchlings.
Yeah,
Because,
dude, this is why it took me a year to beat this game.
yeah, yeah. And I had to
It's
keep.
fantastic, but
Yeah,
like
right,
again, it really is worth at least like beating part 2.
right.
That's where I stopped the first time.
Yeah.
And then you'll feel really good if you beat to part 2. And then like if you want to come back to part 3, that's probably the best way to play it.
Hmm.
And then consume that monster. And then like, dude, once you beat it, like all of it, it's like, man, I really went on a journey. It was like
Yeah.
It's like when you actually beat a campaign in D&D, this is different than beating most games. It's just like, wow, like
Right. Like I just wasted a year of my life, or
time to go play it again.
Yeah, I don't know if I could play it a second time because I'm trying to get it done before Grand Theft Auto comes out. But
That may not happen.
well, yeah, no, I'm just gonna have to chip away at it because I also started. I'm putting together a demo for another audiobook.
Yeah,
This time it'll be me reading it, and it's if you remember Bree, she was on our show. I think she was our
yeah.
first guest. She wrote a book, and it's really good. So I offered to do the audiobook for it. I'm going to send her a chapter, and my luck, she said someone else also offered to do an audiobook. So I have to put together my best work for one chapter and send it to her and see if she's going to pick me or this other girl that said she'd do it. So
Gotcha.
it's taking a lot of work. So I would also like to do that and kind of add that to my resume. So that's another side project I'm working on. And then if that goes okay, I do wonder if I could actually do it professionally for people. I don't know. Like maybe I suck at it. I might suck at it. I don't know. It does take a lot of work, so I don't know. Maybe if people want their audiobook, I'd have a fee, and then just go from there.
Sure.
Anyway, and then yeah, Baldur's Gate 3. I knew tackling that. Oh, I beat Wolf Among Us.
Oh,
Yeah, I forgot about
I didn't
that.
even think you played it.
No, I did. It was definitely a Telltale game because I've never
Yeah,
seen a
yeah.
glitchy Telltale game. This one had glitches. It had
Oh, yeah.
glitches to the point of like where it would say, it'd pull up all 4 choices and it said choice goes here in parentheses.
Oh, I know which one you're talking about. Yeah, it
Yeah.
happens to me all the time.
Yeah, it only
It's in
happened.
that one. It's in one spot, I think.
Right. So I was like, oh, that's annoying. They didn't patch that, and it's been 12 years.
They don't exist anymore.
Yeah. It was good. I was worried it wasn't going to rise above a 5 out of 10 for me until
damn.
the last episode when he goes full wolf and you fight
Oh
Bloody
yeah,
Mary.
dude.
Man, I ain't gonna lie, my weenie got so hard.
That is probably my favorite part.
Yeah.
I look forward to it.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I'm like,
Well, that part was
because there's no dialogue. It's
No.
just pure imagery. I'm
Yeah.
like, and you're interacting. Like it's, you're kind of playing along with it. It's like, oh, she's so good.
Well, I loved it too because Bloody Mary was such a cool choice for a villain.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
And then secondly, they kind of tease that like maybe Wolf has met his match, but then you realize like no, he can beat her at any time, but he has to choose not to go full
exactly
Big Bad Wolf because
that's how he is with every villain. It's
Right.
like that's a cool idea.
Yeah. And of course, like we talked about this that one episode last time. Do your choices really matter? Not really. I was a little disappointed that Mr. Toad still goes to the farm.
Yeah.
And I really worked hard to keep him to not go, and I had really hoped that the game wasn't set in stone on that. But no, he goes to the farm no matter what. And only under very specific circumstances. I had to look it up because I didn't get the ending where he's not mad at you when he goes to the farm. He's very pissed at you. But there is a way to make it where he's not mad at you, but he still goes to the farm. And I was very disappointed in that. I really had hoped that you could spare that fate from him because I liked Mr. Toad a lot. I thought he was a really sweet guy.
Oh, yeah.
I love the British accent. I put aside the investigation. Just anytime he asked for help, I stopped the main quest and went to help him. Obviously, that probably didn't make a big difference story wise, but for me, I was like, it's the principle of it. I like Mr. Toad. I'm gonna go help Mr. Toad.
What'd you think about this story? Because I think you went in blind, right? So what'd you think about what the story was, like how they're all fairy tale?
I ain't gonna lie, bro. I was so shocked that it was fairy tale.
Yep.
Because even though you had told me that it wasn't just werewolf stuff, like, but you wouldn't tell me what angle they were going with. But it wasn't until the pig showed up and he's like, "I still never forgave you for blowing my house down." I was like, "I see why Chef's like this."
I was so shocked because I literally never I had no idea what it was. I think it's the best way to play it.
Yeah. What I really did, I really enjoyed even in episode 1 when the woodsman sits down and he reveals to you that he was actually going to rob the old lady in Riding Hood, but the wolf saved her. Like he ended up saving Red Riding Hood. And he's like, dude, you stole my thunder and also you robbed me of my paycheck that day. I was like,
Yep.
dang. I was like, that's actually surprisingly deep. All right, that
Dude,
was pretty cool.
Bigby Wolf is just. I love how. I don't even know how to describe how unique a character he is, because like, yeah, you can see why everyone hates him,
yeah,
but like, God, you just want to see him get a break.
absolutely. I was they did get me when they killed Snow White supposedly, and then she just
Yep.
shows up. I was actually pretty surprised. I thought I was like,
Oh
oh,
yeah.
because I predicted her death. What I didn't
Oh
predict
sure.
was that it wasn't actually her. That was a good
Yeah,
twist.
yeah, yeah.
I did
Did you
predict she was gonna die.
catch the end with Faith?
Yeah, it's the girl from the beginning, right?
Yeah, it's like, unfortunately, I don't think they're ever going to revisit what that. It was supposed to be ambiguous, but it's like
Yeah,
that one freaked me out. I was like, what the hell? Who is this person?
right.
And who? Why?
Yeah, so we don't have a real answer, right?
Yeah, correct.
Okay. All right. I might look that up then, because like, what the hell? What does she want?
Well, also, it's potentially the Little Mermaid. Like, it's like,
Right. I was
why,
confused.
why
Yeah.
was she being so secret? Like, what? That was the cool thing that got me. I was like, well, she lied about the Crooked Man just to get him convicted, which is like, that's a little dark, like a gray area.
Sure.
But then she actually lied about her entire identity.
Yeah.
And why? And who was the other woman who got killed? Like,
Yeah, and whenever you get the option, chase after her or let her go. I was like, we're about to cut to black right now. I actually kind of called that, but not in a bad way. I didn't. It wasn't because it was like, oh, it's so predictable. It was just like
yeah,
I was like, oh, there's no way. If we're going off of Telltale logic, whatever I pick doesn't matter. But I was like, I bet you we cut to black right here. And I clicked chase after her because I wanted answers. I was like, okay, hold on a second, Faith or Little Mermaid.
Well, I'm pretty sure they're not going to continue that.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah, dude, I think it was epic the way it was. But
Yeah.
are you excited for the sequel? Are you gonna play it?
Yeah,
Are you gonna?
yeah, I will play it. I will actually.
Looks so good.
Yeah, no, actually, I was like, that's a good. That was good. That was good enough to where I was like, I'd play the next chapter.
Yeah.
So yeah, it brought it up to a 7 because like, it's still Telltale, and like, there's a lot of things I've grown to resent about Telltale, which we talked about last time.
Sure.
But I was like, that was a good enough story. Like, I would like to see Mr. Toad again and the pig. Any barn animal was like my homeboy in that game. I was like, I'm not sending the pig to the farm. I'm not sending Mr. Toad to the farm if I can help it.
Did you burn the tree?
No, I didn't. Did you?
Yeah. First time I did because I was a little simp for Snow White.
Yeah, no, I didn't. That wasn't gonna matter. I didn't burn it this time. I was like, like everyone's just trying to make it. What I was really getting about this world was like, they're trying to survive in a world that's constantly changing. They're all immortal and they have to adapt. And sometimes they have to take these weird shortcuts to adapt. Sometimes they got to sell crack, or sometimes they got to work at a fairy tale strip club. And I was like, they are trying to make it. They are doing their best to work in a world that we corrupted. They were fairy tale creatures. We came in and corrupted their world, and they're just trying to adapt. So they hammer that down a lot in the story. So as Wolf, I was like, I'm just gonna I'm gonna cut her a break, because if I do that, she has no money, and I believed her. I actually believed her when she's like, I have nothing if you burn this tree, and I was like, then I can't do that to you. Again, it's Telltale, so it's not like I knew the choices didn't really matter, but I still was like, I feel like I'm doing a disservice to this world if I just come in big bad wolf everything.
Ichabod Crane's reveal,
that was dark.
I thought was I was like, dude, whoa.
Episode 2 came out swinging, bro, with Ichabod Crane raping Snow White lookalikes and legit mermaid. We saw mermaid titties. I was surprised. The strip club part. I was like, Telltale, you dirty dog. I haven't seen that.
The golden age.
I haven't seen a single Telltale game do that, and I've seen quite a few online, and I've never seen that in a Telltale game. I was surprised.
Yeah.
I was like, wow. So yeah, it was a fun little game. I enjoyed it.
That's what I'm hoping for. I can't wait for the remaster, because maybe they'll actually fix some of the glitches and whatnot.
I hope so. I hope it's just not a port. We'll see. But okay, I think we're out of time for today, and I got some stuff I got to do. It's our anniversary, so I gotta go see my wife. Thank you. You only said happy, but I appreciate it. I know where you're going with that, and I take it.
Anniversary. Sorry.
Your dramatic effect.
My Wi-Fi delayed.
All right. Well, thanks for hopping on. I know you're retired, but we got this done, and see y'all next time, guys.
Yay, more drugs. Bye.
Yay. Bye.